Today, I wanted to take a moment to share one of my, and I've had so many, so it's really hard to choose between, I can't say one is my favorite over all of the others, but one of my favorite client testimonials. I wanted to read it to you here because what she wrote up was really beautiful, really touching, and I think it will resonate with you or maybe someone that you know. To give a little bit of background information, her name is Stacey. She started with me in May of 2016 and worked with me for a year. And here is her story. A year ago, I embarked on a fitness journey that I now realize was so much more. It was actually a wellness journey that changed my life forever. I'm not usually the testimonial writing type, but I hope my story resonates with someone out there who needs a little inspiration, just like I needed a year ago. I was a 46-year-old woman who had gotten a little too comfortable with being fat and happy. All my life I had always been fairly thin, although I never saw myself that way. Battling with depression and anorexia in my 20s, I can easily say I've never had a good relationship with food. I always saw food as either a punishment or a reward, never as fuel for a healthy body. Well, the short story is that after the age of 40, I put on 40. I got to the point where I felt so bad that I thought that something had to be seriously wrong with me and had even made an appointment to see the doctor. Here's the actual list of symptoms that I made in March of 2016 in preparation for the appointment. Fatigue, stiffness of neck, excessive sleep, headaches, intestinal issues, mental acuity, searching to find words, panic attacks. Sound familiar to anyone? Then I finally paid attention to the sign that changed everything. Every day on my drive home from work, I would sit at the stoplight at Robinson and Floyd in the Fan. I had seen this unassuming sign for Richmond Wellness many times and always wondered what this little place was. One day, I literally told Siri to remind me to Google Richmond Wellness. That night, I found my answer, and this trainer named Aubrey was offering exploratory sessions. And I emailed her that night, and so it began. I was skeptical. Even thought to myself, why am I doing this? It's just going to be one of those typical gym trainers who is overbearing and likes to yell a lot. Wow, was I wrong. That night, I met a really nice person who listened to me, didn't judge me, and sincerely wanted to help me set reachable goals and help me get strong, both on the outside and the inside. That night, I decided to go all in, and I signed up for 3 sessions a week for 3 months. I was positive with this person's help, I could do this. Let's be real. The first few sessions weren't pretty. I had come face to face with how out of shape I had let myself become. Aubrey made sure that I knew that every session was an achievement and something that I should be proud of. A very hard concept for me to get at the time, by the way. I remember being pleasantly surprised that the workouts weren't your typical gym workouts. And by the way, her sessions are always thoughtfully planned out. It was eventually fun seeing that first little hint of muscle tone on my arm and being able to do a real push-up. Getting me moving was step 1. Getting my nutrition on track was the bigger hurdle. I always thought I could lose weight by just working out more, but my 46-year-old metabolism soon let me know that that wasn't the case. Aubrey taught me that food is fuel, and I began cutting down sweets, which I thought I'd never be able to do, and incorporating real food in my diet. I slowly changed my eating habits, but the key was that I didn't have to deny myself or beat myself up for having a slice of pizza once in a while. So, jump forward to today. Here's what I've learned on my wellness journey. Number 1, it took much longer than I thought it would at the beginning, and that's a good thing. I secretly thought I could lose all the weight in 6 months and then go back to old habits. No. I've done it slow and steady, and I've found a sustainable lifestyle with food and exercise that should last the rest of my life. Number 2, The one-on-one training in a private setting was the key factor in my success and was well worth the expense. I needed that safe place where I didn't have to compare myself to the 20-year-old with the perfect body or be embarrassed when I couldn't do a certain exercise. Insert joke here, where it took Aubrey a good 20 minutes to teach me how to do a proper squat. My body just would not cooperate. Not having to feel self-conscious was empowering. Number 3, little victories are so important. Celebrate the small stuff and give yourself permission to not be perfect all the time. Number 4, through being better to myself, I've learned to be better to others. Positivity is contagious. Number 5, I could not have done this without Aubrey's love and support. She has a passion and gift, in my opinion, for making this world a better place and helping you to be healthier and happier as a person. Good luck on your journey to wellness. If this resonated at all with you, I'd love to have a conversation with you. She really gave a wonderful testimonial in terms of what it is that we're doing here at Richmond Wellness and where our heart is and where our interests are in really creating enjoyable, sustainable lifestyle change. That's not a bear, it's not, it's not a quick thing, but it's something that develops over time. And it's really cool every time that we get a story like hers, that we're continuously working with people and they look back from a year before or even 6 months before and say like, wow, I've really come a long way. Thank you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I look forward to connecting with you and we'll talk soon.